Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Not a great film, not a terrible film. Oh my god, what happened to your face? What the hell? If you want to see a review of the film, I would recommend Brand X Reviews. That's my website, obviously. brandxreviews.com, we did some reviews of these, but also the real best reviews of these have got to be the Red Letter Media reviews. So if you Google that, check that out. That's not the video I'm going to do here. I'm going to be looking at collectibles and stuff that I kind of collected around about the time that this film came out. Back in '99, maybe a couple of years after that as well, that I collected stuff for. Now I just want to say as well, it wouldn't be right at Brand X Reviews. We've got a friend, a fan, FB, that's my father as well, who watches these films and these reviews, sorry. Now he's a fan, so it's his birthday today, so it wouldn't be right to not unveil Topher's birthday pants. Topher is another former friend of ours at Brand X Reviews. So it's kind of put a bit of weight on since he wore these as a Topher, but I thought anyway, FB, if you're watching this, you probably are, happy birthday. Now, speaking of FB, I did actually kind of put together a lot of Star Wars collectibles and put them in a box which I'd left with FB, saying do not remove the contents of this box, just kind of leave it. And that was a long time ago, it was like maybe 12 or 13 years ago, from memory anyway. And it doesn't seem to have been clear enough for him. It said, like I said, do not remove the contents. The word not was underlined several times. I think it was enlarged as well. Well, he removed the contents of the box. What the hell? My instructions just weren't clear, basically. So, luckily he didn't throw the stuff away though, so hats off to FB. We managed to collect all this stuff together in carrier bags, so unfortunately I don't have it in the time capsule that I'd put together, but I'm going to unveil it all here. I haven't seen this stuff for a lot of years. I don't really remember a lot of the stuff that's in there, so it's going to be interesting to go through it, and I thought I would do it for a video here, because it'd be interesting for you. If you're into Star Wars collectibles, this might be interesting to you, so let's have a look, see what there is. Okay, so here we go. These are the bags that I've got. Well, there's 3 of them. This is one of them. So I'm just going to kind of go through these and have a look, see what's inside and kind of see the kind of stuff that I've got. Right, to start with, what we've got here. I tended to use boxes like this to put stuff in as well. So I'll have boxes, but also stuff inside, so that'll be interesting. Now these I do remember, these were obviously tied in with Episode 1, which came out in '99. And I think they were like kind of apple flavoured or something. They tasted quite nice. Done by Walls anyway, ice lollies, you can tell. This is just the artwork on a box. All these are British, by the way, obviously I'm from Britain, so that's what I've collected. So again, it might be interesting for you if you're in other countries. Walker's Crisps, let's have a look. Was this some kind of thing that you got inside? I don't remember this, I don't remember ever eating these, but for some reason I kept 2 of them. This is something that wasn't from then actually, this is from my childhood. These were read-along books where you'd get a cassette tape and also you could read it. So these are for young kids, kind of what I grew up with these. I do have a lot of memories of these. I remember these were, you get a box of these I think, and they were just biscuits, chocolate biscuits done by Cadbury's, as you can tell. Some more Walker's Crisps. They're all empty, by the way. There's nothing. I haven't left anything festering inside of them. I don't remember this game though that it mentions. Is something like a game like that? I have no idea what that was. No idea what the hell that is. What? Carries a Whisper. I have no memory of this. Obviously this was to tie in with the Phantom Menace, like most of the other stuff that I collected. It was from that era. I do remember these, in fact. I remember when I was bagging these earlier today, I did see that there were some of these included, so I don't know if I've got the whole collection or not, but we'll get to that in a moment. Obviously those were stuff that came free. This is the artwork on the back. It showed you all the ones that you can collect here. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I had all of them. All 10 of them, so yeah, I've got to remember that for later in the video. There were 10 of these, so we'll have a look at those later on. I do remember inside of them you got these like scrolls. I can't remember what was on them, but again, we'll get to that. So what's in this? Let's have a look, piece at a time. Star Wars Pez dispenser. I have no memory of that at all. I don't know if the Pez dispenser itself is anywhere about, but we will see. What have we got here? Forbidden Planet. That's a pretty good shop. I know there's one in Leeds. It's just like a shop that sells merchandise and stuff for geeks and nerds. What's this about? I think it's just kind of a promotional thing basically about stuff that they sold at the time. Think about the novelisation there. I did actually own that, I seem to remember as well. What the hell is this? Right, this isn't actually from the Phantom Menace. These are just more promotional leaflets that tied in with the re-release, the 1997 special edition of the original trilogy. So that's quite interesting there. It was a Morrison's thing. Looks like I just collected a load of the same leaflet for some strange reason. And also a promotional thing from W.H. Smith's when they re-released, oh well, when they originally released actually, should I say, the special edition trilogy in 1997. Now I did do a video about these Brand X reviews fairly recently in the last couple of weeks, so if you want to go to brandxreviews.com you'll see more about this special edition trilogy that came out in 97. So that's quite interesting to see anyway. What's on the back of these? The W.H. Smith's one's just blank, but this is the Morrison's one as well, where you could win Odeon cinema tickets. So what else have we got in here? Let's have a look. What's this? Some kind of stickers. I have no memory of these. Let's have a look inside. Yeah, these are some kind of Merlin actually, from sticker albums from the looks of it, so that you can collect. I think these were a free sample. I don't recall ever collecting these. I mean, I was about 18 when this film came out, so something like this, but the sticker albums wasn't really kind of my thing. It's still pretty bad collecting all this anyway, don't get me wrong, but yeah, sticker albums really can be quite expensive to collect too, so I didn't bother. But these must have just come free with a magazine or something, I guess, so I added them to the collection. What else is in here? Right, looks like we've got some kind of cheap-ass wallet from Birthdays, which is pretty much a card shop. Don't even know if that shop still exists, but it's an official Star Wars merchandise thing anyway, so it's still in its shrink wrap as well, so I have no memory of getting that again. Like I say, a lot of this stuff I don't even remember. What do we have here? Return of the Jedi cassette tape. This was, like I said, the book that I had before. This was something that kind of went with those. I think I had the Empire Strikes Back book. This was from Return of the Jedi, the tape. Kind of a read-along thing. These were those wrappers from these boxes, these ice lollies. I just kept the wrappers as well, so probably might be a bit gooey inside. Oh no. I know I did eat them, they didn't just melt anyway. Oh, the Star Wars Pez dispenser, there we go, that went with the thing. Oh god, it's still got some in there. Dare I eat these right now? These have got to be, oh god, it's sticky as well. Oh god, look at that, right. I wish I hadn't touched that. Jesus, right, that is disgusting. I'm going to have to stop this and wash my hands. Right, that was vile and pretty much unexpected, so I'm going to put that over there and just keep it out of the way. That's a shame really, because I would have liked to have used that. What else have we got here? Ooh, these are interesting. Right, these aren't from the Phantom Menace, these are from a couple of years before. Let's have a look inside. Right, these were called Tazos. I don't know if they still do these. These are something Walker's Crisps did back in 1990. Well, it says 96, but I think it was 97 when these actually were more collectible, because it was when these came out. Although no, the special edition trilogy came out in early 97, so that's why it says 96 on it. As I say, I don't know if they still do these, but I think I had the lot, to be honest. I'm pretty sure somewhere in here there's an album where I collected all these. And they were kind of weird. What you could do with them was you could attach, you see the grooves here, you could kind of attach them together. For what purpose? I think it was just for the sake of it. Kind of like that, and you could just kind of connect them all together. But I remember even kids at school that weren't particularly into Star Wars, these were all kind of trendy to collect. As I say, I was about 15, 16 when these came out, so as I said, I think I had the lot of them. But you'd get them inside a packet of crisps like this, and yeah, I remember some of the actual specific ones that they had as well. Looking at all these, I think what these were kind of like cheaper, or a poor man's version of what were called, was it Pogs? I think they were called Pogs. They had like slammers and stuff. Same sort of shape, same sort of thing. Right, this I remember I think it was a bookmark of some kind. It was from W.H. Smith's. I remember me and a friend of mine were collecting these. And annoying, I even remember why the sellotape on here. W.H. Smith used to put their price stickers on them, and when you ripped the price stickers off, it took a lot of the actual artwork off as well. So I think I did a bit of repairs there, but obviously over the years it kind of got a bit yellow. But yeah, I remember that was really annoying when they used to do that. They put stickers on things, and you had to kind of damage it, just take the price tag off. there you go. There's another case in point. There was their stickers, and you kind of rip it off, and there goes the picture that's on it. So I don't think I even bothered with that one. But I think these were supposed to be bookmarks. I think that's all that they were, really. But I only had these two anyway, but quite interesting. I got a friend called Richard, also known as Buffnut, who collected these two. I think Richard, do you remember these? Buffnut, should I say? Do you remember collecting these? I seem to remember you would probably have had some that I didn't, so interesting. What else do we have? I think this looks like it was, what's this from? Oh, it's Walker's Crisps, there we go, a little clue there. Some kind of competition thing where you can win some crisps for the value of 22p. You would not get a packet of crisps really for 22p nowadays. Well, not Walker's anyway. Not that I know of. Some more stickers from the looks of it. These are Panini stickers. I have no idea where this came from. Like I say, I don't recall ever owning a sticker album, a Star Wars sticker album. But there we go. The hell, some more stuff there. Trading cards. I don't really remember buying these either. Done by Merlin. God knows where I got these from. Probably maybe somebody at school gave them to me. There's a pack of stickers as well. I think, like I said, he's tied in with the re-release around about 96, 97. Quite interesting. More trading cards. More of the same, pretty much. More stickers. No idea where I got these from. I don't even remember owning them. God knows. More Tazos, more of that kind of stuff. That's quite interesting. Sail barge, a green lightsaber. What else? Yeah, just more of the same basically. What else have we got? This is obviously a Phantom Menace tie-in, some kind of book. Oh, it's empty as well. A notepad, brilliant. I have no memory of this. Again, got it from birthdays, 49p. I have no idea why. What else? Oh, I remember this. Yeah, those read-along books. This is part of the original Star Wars one from from 1977. I don't know when the actual read-along book came out, but again, you get it with a cassette tape. So this is quite an old one. This really does tie in more with the release of the original films. So it's really hard to do this with one hand, but said the actress to the bishop. There we go. That's basically what it was. You'd read along with it, and you'd have pictures, and you'd have a cassette. It's the Empire Strikes Back cassette as well. So what year did these come out? I remember getting these. I remember going to town with my father one Christmas Eve, and he bought me some of these. This was like, what, 1980 when it came out, so pretty much when the film came out. Another one of these. I've already shown you one of those. I don't know why I put so many of the same thing in here. It's not like they were going to be worth anything. Flicks magazine, right, I think that was from the Odeon cinema. I used to go to the Odeon in Bradford when it was open. It's been closed since around about 2000. And this was from 1997. So this was when obviously the original trilogy was re-released. This looks like another notepad with Obi-Wan Kenobi on it. Again, why I bought this, God knows, it is pretty much nothing. Just a lot of lines. God, I've got some of that Pez stuff on my hand. God. Yeah, let's just wipe that off of my socks. Disgusting. Right, okay. Yeah, it's kind of leaked out a bit in there, that Pez. That is disgusting. Well, that's the box empty anyway. I'm kind of reluctant to put anything back in this box because it's all gooey and it's all come from this thing here. Oh God, no, I've got some on my thumb as well. Jesus, what the hell? Right, I'm going to have to wash my hands again. And I'm considering calling in a hazmat team as well for this bloody disgusting thing that's leaked everywhere. Right, let's move on to the next bits and pieces in this bag anyway. What have we got here? Right, AOL CDs. I don't know if they still even do these nowadays. Back in the day when internet was kind of done with these trials and stuff, you get these for your doors all the bloody time. And sometimes have like promotional material as well to get you to put the disc in your computer and it'd pop up loads of things advertising stuff. So this was obviously from 2002, so I must have at some point thrown this into the box that I was talking about before, the time capsule, so that's quite interesting. This, I do remember this came free from Woolworths with the tapes, the VHS videotapes for the Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition in 1997. I think it was October time, and you got this, it was basically a 2-track CD. and it had similar artwork to the actual thing. Part of it's transparent. You can see it was only it didn't have a lot of capacity on the actual disc. It was just 2 audio tracks. And then you got a voucher as well to buy the soundtrack albums, so you'd have £2 off there as well. The soundtrack albums that tied in with the actual special edition re-releases, because some of the score was updated for those as well. Like I say, if you want to go to brandxreviews.com, you'll see a bit more about those. I forgot I had this actually, so it's quite interesting to see. Right, finishing off this bag anyway, that's that empty. I've got another one of these from the Phantom Menace. To time with that, it's got Sebulba. That was one of the pod racers, the kind of evil pod racer on there. Again, ties in with the Phantom Menace. The artwork on the back is similar to the other box that you've seen before, so nothing going over that again. Right, I've just seen something that I recognise. This is pretty cool, but I'll just get a bit at a time now, if I can. Here we go. Now this is very interesting. This is the Tazo, as I was showing you before, those little disc things. This was the album that you could collect them all in. Now the Tazos themselves were pretty much free with packets of crisps, but you could buy these albums. So I don't remember if I had them all, but I'm going to go through it and hopefully that is the case, because that'd be a really nice thing to have in my collection. This was something that was kind of with it. It was a Tesco exclusive, so I must have bought it from, well, I clearly bought it from there. It's got Tesco on it, but I don't remember getting it. I don't remember how I got it, but I do remember having it. So let's have a look. It's got a little Velcro bit there. On the inside, it's got a kind of thing about the characters. Some stuff there about walkers. Star Wars trilogy back in cinemas. So again, this was to promote the film basically. And you got a lot of writing there too. Quite interesting. Oh, I remember this Tazo Force card. Well, again, just to kind of look at it, kind of like a credit card sort of thing, and it's detachable. I never detached it because, again, I tend to look at things from a collector's point of view, leave it as intact as possible, and 15, 20 years later, like now, there you go. It's nice to have it intact as much as possible anyway. So you could get Tazos with all these crisps as well. What else? This is another little Tesco's leaflet, another competition kind of thing. What else? Promotional leaflet anyway. You can win some of the toys from the looks of it as well as a scratch card. For some reason I never scratched them off. Again, just trying to keep it intact. Probably didn't really, obviously didn't fancy my chances of actually winning anything. On the back there we go. These are the kind of mid-90s when they redid the toys. They kind of revamped them, gave them a bit more realism compared to the late 70s, early 80s toys that they did. But they were pretty good anyway. They're not particularly valuable now. I've seen them in shops. You can still get them off places like eBay and they're not at all expensive. Anyway, let's have a look at the actual Tazos themselves. In fact, I might turn the light on just so I can see them a bit clearer. Right, see if that makes a difference. Let's have a look. So, yeah, they're all pretty much numbered. What you would do is you'd get these Tazos and you'd mount them in there. So the discs themselves had a picture on, but when you've mounted them, it kind of completes a bigger picture kind of thing. So pretty much goes through the film one at a time. I could probably do a whole video just on this itself. I'll try and whiz through it if I can. And on the back, you'd have a bit like, it's kind of like a stick album, but these were always free. I don't think you could actually buy Tazos individually. It's something that we at school just kind of collected back in the late 90s. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I had the whole thing anyway, but I'll just blitz through it. As you can see, it kind of goes through the story chronologically. Doesn't really go into much detail, but visually it kind of goes through the whole thing. One film at a time. Yeah, it's kind of weird looking at this. Like I say, I haven't looked at these for quite a few years. Just kind of blitzing through. Sorry if you're wanting to see this like properly, but I think there's so much of it, it'd be a bit tedious. Then this last page, it gets into the limited edition re-release stuff, so it shows you like what was included there. They kind of revamped the Hoth Wampa thing and some of the other scenes. You got to see more than you ever did originally. And these are just kind of examples of it. Don't know why that has anything to do with being the special edition. These two bits here, confusing. But what else have we got? Got some other stuff here. And then that was the special trilogy Tazo that you got at the end. I don't know if any of these were rarer than the others, but quite interesting anyway. There's some trivia stuff at the back, well, trivia quiz, and you've got the answers sort of written upside down on the spine there. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I was glad to see that anyway, and as you can see I did own all of them, so that's pretty good. Cracking on anyway, what else is in this box? Let's have a look. Right, this looks like something that I cut out of the back of some kind of cereal box. Yeah, Cocoa Pops again. I must have torn that out. It looks like it was perforated, and same thing anyway. What else have we got? I've got another one of these. God, I've got a lot of those. What was this? Some kind of competition with Walker's Crisps and Pepsi as well. And this one I did actually scratch it off, and no, I didn't win. Again, just kind of throwing that in there. God, I collected some rubbish. Well, in my opinion, it's rubbish. What is this? Right, Star Wars lightsaber keyring. I remember getting this, and for some reason I reattached it in the box anyway. It still works. And it lights up as well. This is the noise it makes. Impressive. It was $5.99 from Toy Masters. Still quite expensive even by today's standards. I think I got this in like '97 or something maybe. Yeah, 1997. There we go. I just remember this was around at the time when you could get larger lightsabers like this. These are the ones that kind of telescoped. As you can see there, this was like a sort of miniature version of that. They were fairly collectible at the time. The FX lightsabers, those are the ones that like properly light up and make like fairly impressive noises. Kind of made these old toy ones fairly redundant and more for like little kids. I think the FX ones are more for like grown-up collectors. What else have we got? I think there's going to be quite a lot of these. These were the statuette things that, as I say, you got with Cocoa Pops. Some of them are still kept in the bags, but I'm pretty sure I do a full set where we can look at them. But as I say, I'll get to them when I find them, if I find them. More wrappers, again more of the same, we've already seen those. Another statuette there, that's Boss Naz, voiced by Brian Blessed for Phantom Menace. And I think all that we've left in here is just more of these, again all the same stuff, Anakin Skywalker there. Nothing else in that, oh no there is. What have we got here? Just a tag from something. Must be from some clothes or something, I'm assuming. I've no idea where that was from. So that was pretty much the contents of that box anyway, so let's move on to bag number 2. God, this bag's even bigger. I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but I've got so much stuff here, it's unbelievable. Some kind of advent calendar here. I don't know what year it was from. Let's have a look on the back, just see what it was. 1996, so that's what this was from. Fairly standard, what you would expect from an advent calendar. I was about 14, I think, when I got that. I don't remember it, like most of this stuff. Magazine here, something that came with, I don't know, Sunday Times, special collector's edition. Quite interesting. Again, just to promote Phantom Menace. These are the read-along books. Oh, that's part of the cover of one of the ones I was looking at before for Star Wars, the original Star Wars film. The Empire Strikes Back book here. So again, you would have a cassette and you'd listen to it all. And then we've got Return of the Jedi as well. Fairly standard. There's this one. I remember this. This was just the battle scenes from Return of the Jedi, just kind of in more detail than you got in the actual Return of the Jedi one. I think they're all done by the same companies and stuff. Anyway, I don't know if I had the actual tape for that. I think it might have been a hand-me-down that I got. This is another magazine that just features a lot of stuff about the Phantom Menace. Not too interesting. Sticker album. I don't remember getting this. What the hell? I have no memory of this. I didn't put any stickers in it, I don't think, anyway. It might have come free with something. I know I did get the official Star Wars magazine. It might have come free with one of those, but I have no memory of buying this. I certainly never bought any stickers to put in it, that I remember anyway. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, I did used to get a lot of stuff second hand from a charity shop from somebody that I knew that worked at British Heart Foundation, so I think some of this might have come from there. More magazines. to promote Phantom Menace for the Sunday Mirror. Part 1 there, part 2 here. What else? More stuff here, just interviews. Bloody hell, I collected so much stuff. Radio Times cover from pretty much the weekend that, well, just prior to the weekend leading up to the cinematic release of the film. Radio Times there. They had different covers. This was from Woolworths, I seem to remember. It was a 2000 calendar, so it was just after Phantom Menace came out. Jar Jar Binks, pretty hated character. This was to promote episode 1, obviously. What on earth is this? I think it was like, was it the artwork? Yeah, this is a book about like the artwork and the visual effects and stuff from Phantom Menace. This was some kind of biscuits thing. Got another calendar here for the year 2000. Ties in with Phantom Menace. This, now I remember this, I remember actually getting this. It had a tongue that was basically like a lolly kind of thing. So I always kind of thought this was a bit weird. If you were to actually eat this lolly, you would literally be French kissing with Jar Jar because you would be sucking on his tongue. How weird is that? Why did they not do a Amidala one? Granted, she was barely legal at the time the film came out, so I'm kind of being a bit gross there, but in hindsight, you know, I think I'd rather get off with a barely legal version of what's her name, Natalie Portman, than Jar Jar Binks, basically. Does that make me a sick fuck? I don't know. It's still legal anyway. I said legal. More biscuits there, empty. What else have we got in here? Oh, this is interesting, right? We're getting to some good stuff now. This is a tin that I don't even remember. I think this was some kind of like jelly sweets that came in this. Best before May 2000. Well, the sweets have actually gone out of this, so it's empty. I could open it up if I can get into it, but yeah, it's empty. God knows what kind of condition they would be in if they were in there. We remember the incident with the bloody Pez dispenser anyway. I should really be careful when I'm touching things like this. Right, here we have this bag of statuettes. Right, here we go. We've got Queen Amidala. That's that one we've got. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Got another Queen Amidala there. Got Jar Jar Binks. We have another Obi-Wan Kenobi. Another Amidala. Qui-Gon Jinn. C-3PO. Another C-3PO. R2-D2. Put that there. Another R2-D2. So, it doesn't seem like I do have all of them. I might have some more somewhere, but I've got 6 of them at the moment anyway, so... Anyway, that's pretty much that for that bag, so not all that great. One thing I'll just add, rewinding a little bit with these statuettes, you open them up and you get this kind of like little scroll thing inside of it. And on the scroll you have this, and basically a little character bio about the relevant character that it related to. Fairly interesting, but not massively collectible. I was at a car boot sale recently, and I did actually see some of these on sale for like nothing, well, pretty much nothing, like just like a load of them for like 50p basically. So again, not valuable. Okay, the last bag. There's a few bits in here that I instantly recognise. This was a Darth Maul, obviously, Pepsi flask thing that came from KFC from the looks of it. And Taco Bell or Pizza Hut. I don't remember getting this. I think I got this from a charity shop from that friend of mine I mentioned earlier. But it's brand new. It's still even got its straw in the back as well. So it looks pretty cool on a shelf, I guess. I do also remember getting these. There was another one of these somewhere knocking about. These were the special edition Pepsi cups that came out. We went to the cinema, and as I say, I was collecting stuff. I actually got a friend of mine that I mentioned before, Buffnut. I paid for his drink as long as I could keep the cup, and I don't know where the other one is. It'll probably turn up somewhere around at FB's house, but I can't even remember who was on the other one. But let's lid off. What's this? Right, I don't remember these. Some kind of lollies by Chupa Chups. God knows what these would taste like now, because I can tell it's still actually inside. I don't remember buying these at all. Be like various different ones. Let's just have a quick look. who that is. Oh, that's Watto, that's his name. I had to think about that for a second there. Got one with Mace Windu. Non-name remembering motherfucker, seriously. Qui-Gon Jinn. Paul would be ashamed of me. What else have we got? One with Obi-Wan Kenobi and also Queen Amidala. And it's sticky. Oh god, what the hell. Right, call out the hazmat team again. I think something's leaked inside of here. Disgusting. Underneath we've got a Phantom Menace cup as well, similar to the one that's there. Moving on, let's see what else we've got. Got some, is it empty now? There's something inside it. This is a box of these biscuits, these Cadbury's biscuits. You can see, looking at the side, what they were shaped like. Thankfully there's no biscuits left in there, because if there were, God knows what kind of state they would be in 15 years afterwards. You've got some of the ones there. All interesting. Right, what is this? Jar Jar Sticky Tongue Toy. Well, it's still in its box. I do actually remember getting this, yeah. I don't know if it's still, it's not opened or anything like that, so it'd be interesting to see if it's still retained its adhesivity. Right, we've got some like sort of hologram thing here. What was this, spaghetti shapes from the looks of it? You can see the kind of shapes that they were. This hasn't been opened, so I am not touching it. Thankfully it's safely kept inside this metal container, so it's not going anywhere anytime soon. But what's the best before on this? Let's have a look. July 2000, right, okay. So yeah, pasta shapes. It's kind of hard to make out what that is. It's the Naboo royal spaceship thingy that they fly to Tatooine in. Got another one here, slightly larger one. I think this is a Darth Maul one. It's really hard to kind of make out, even not just on camera, but even looking at anywhere. Kind of see what's on there, and also you can kind of see it a bit clearer there. It's quite an impressive thing. That's the kind of probe that he sends out to look for Qui-Gon and Padme when they go on to Tatooine. Again, let's have a look at the best before date. November 2000. Yeah, I'm not touching that. Finally, what I've got in here is just a collection of glasses. Yeah, still got the box for it, but it's a little bit damaged, and you can see the kind of thing that these were. So that's pretty much it. As I say, when I put all these together, I didn't think that they would be valuable at all, but those are the actual things that we can kind of look back on. Some of it was interesting, some of it wasn't so interesting, so hope you enjoyed it anyway. As I say, this part of the reason that prompted this video was that it was the 15th anniversary, pretty much to the day almost as I'm recording this, that the Phantom Menace was released in the UK. Now the film came out, I think it was the 16th of July 1999, and we went to see it the day it was released, so as I'm recording this it's a couple of days after that, but it's been 15 years anyway. I know the film got released in May back in 1999, so it was a 2-month wait for it coming out, and in that time I do remember specifically there was a pirate copy of the film going around. It was quite a famous one because it had a Z in the top corner, which I think was like the stamp of some like video piracy group that did things. So you might even remember it. I'm not usually into like video piracy and stuff about films that come out because I'd rather see it properly and not in like rubbish quality. But this was the Phantom Menace, and we've been waiting for it a long time, and it came out in America 2 months before, so there's plenty of time for it to get pirated and then shown in other countries before they got it theatrically. So it's kind of a bad move. I think that's stuff like that really is the reason why nowadays we get films released pretty much within 4 months from cinema release to DVD/Blu-ray. There's about a 4-month gap because when they're leaving it so long for a film to come out, especially if there's demand for it like there was with Star Wars, people are gonna just get a pirate copy and just say screw you, we're not waiting that long. So that was something else. I was hoping actually that I would find that pirate copy that I had. I remember it was on 2 CDs. I was hoping I'd still have that somewhere just out of interest, but I couldn't find it anyway. Must have thrown it away. Obviously it'd be useless once the film came out on video and then DVD and Blu-ray. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm kind of rambling now. That's the video anyway. Is there anything else you want to add to this? Anything that I've kind of missed? Trivia about the stuff I've collected? I don't know. I don't really know much about it. I just kind of hoarded it all and threw it into a box. So I'll leave it there anyway. That's the review. If you want to see other videos, go to brandxreviews.com. There are some Star Wars videos up there, reviews of the Blu-ray editions, and also some of the videotapes that were going around in the 80s and 90s. Looking at those, there's a few videos. If you go to brandxreviews.com, look in the Our Videos section, you will see that. So I'll leave it there for now anyway. Thank you very much for watching. brandxreviews.com.